Hello and welcome to Short and Sweet Yoga Tuesdays. I'm your host, Joyce Scola. Today's focus will be on breathing in the moment. So grab your mat and some water and find a comfortable place at home. Let's get started. So today's practice is going to be focused on breathing in the present moment. We cannot breathe in the future or the past. So if you notice that you're always worrying about one or the other, your breath starts to get a little short and tight, anxiety kicks in. We're going to work on calming the nervous system, working with our breath. I just wanted to read a quick quote for you. If you want to conquer anxiety of life, live in the moment, live in the breath, by Amit Ray. That's really true. Like I said, we can't breathe in the past or the future. So let's just go ahead and find a comfortable seated position here. If you ever get distracted when you're in a yoga practice or meditating, driving, always come to your breath. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, feeling the top of the chest, the mid-chest, and then low torso, all the way to the belly, and then exhale out fully. And just do this 2 more times on your own. Nice deep breath in. And exhale out. Now that have taken a few breaths, just go ahead and do a quick body scan from the top down, moving with your breath. Is anything tight? Do you feel anxious anywhere? If you do feel stress or anxiety, where do you feel that at in your body? What does it feel like? It doesn't have to have a name. You don't even have to know exactly. Just feel it, just be with it. Don't run from it. Don't try to change it. Any words or images come up, just take note. And then on our next inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up, and as we exhale, like moving our arms through water, wave them back to the earth. And as we inhale, the arms rise. Exhale, down. You want to create some tension here as if, again, you're moving through water or molasses. Exhale, down. One more time, inhale, lift the arms up. And this time as we exhale, twist to the right, placing your left hand on your right knee. Right arm reaches behind you as you take that full exhale. And as we inhale, bring the arms back up to center. Exhale, twist to the left, right arm to left knee. Left hand behind the back. Completing the exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up nice and tall. Exhale, twist to the right. And just do this a few more times each side. Moving with your breath, nice and slow. Last time, to the left. And then coming back to center, place your hands on your knees. You're going to inhale, reach the chest forward, arch the spine back. We're not crunching the neck at all here. We still want to keep really long. And as we exhale, roll the tailbone forward, round the spine. Little seated cat-cow action here. And with your own breath, 2 more times. In and out. And then inhale back up to center with a nice straight back. So we're going to roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. So our chest is lifted, Nice long spine. As we inhale, we're going to start to lean to the right, taking our torso all the way around. Exhale, moving back. Inhale to pull back through. So almost like stirring a spoon in a cup of tea. Again, working with your breath here. One more rotation around. And as you complete that inhale, go ahead and reverse it. So it feels really good in the hip flexors. If you sit a lot. And then just a nice gentle forward fold. And then sitting up, we're gonna come into tabletop. So placing my hands to the side underneath my shoulders. I'm gonna put my knees just under my hips. Micro bend in the elbows. We always wanna micro bend the joints, never lock out. And then inhale, drop the belly, arching the spine. Again, never crunching the neck here. And exhale, tuck the tailbone forward, rounding through. And then 2 more times here on your own. And on that final exhale, coming back to a nice flat tabletop, we're gonna lift the left leg and we're gonna do backward rolls here. So we're gonna take the knee out and away while we roll that hip. You might hear some snap, crackle, pops. Make sure that you're still tracking in that right elbow, right hip. And then take it the other direction, forward. Nice, slow, big, round circles. And then on your last one, inhale, we're gonna traction the knee back, taking the heel right up behind us. Inhaling, exhale, take that knee to nose or forehead. Inhale, taking the leg straight back behind us, flexing that foot, drop it over on the other side of our right foot, off to the right. So now I'm gonna twist my torso to look back at my right foot, fully activated leg here. Your left shoulder might want to come and join the party. Pull that left shoulder back, but still traction to look over at that. Like, what foot is that? Left foot? And breathe. Feeling a nice side stretch. You might feel this in the hip or the IT band. And then go ahead and bring that knee back to center. Exhale, pull back into child's pose. So I'm pulling my tailbone towards my spine. Pulling my tailbone towards my heels as I pull my scalp away, tractioning the spine. And then inhale back up to tabletop. 3 more cat-cows here. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, tuck the tail around the spine, pushing the ground away. As we inhale and cow, I start to pull my hands towards my body. And when I exhale, I start to press away into the ground. And on that final cat, coming to a nice flat back, we're gonna take the right knee up now. Let's go ahead and rotate outward, rolling, nice, slow, mindful movements. Staying mindful of the weight in the palms and rotate, switch directions. And then go ahead and sweep that heel up, taking the knee back behind you. Deep inhale. And exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, take that leg straight back behind us, flex the toes, and drop it over to the outside of our left leg. And now I'm going to twist to look back at that right foot, pulling my right shoulder back and in. Breathe for a moment. I feel the stretch right along here as well as along my side. Everybody's bodies are different though. And inhale that leg back to child's pose. Exhale, lower down. Now go ahead and shift forward into a plank just to set your feet so we can push back into down dog. And taking a few breaths here, pedal your feet up and down. This is your first down dog. It might be a little stiff. That's okay. You can even bend the knees to one side, taking the hips straight back behind you. And the other direction. Inhale back to your normal down dog here, and exhale, we're gonna push through to high plank. Inhale, drop the hips, pull the shoulders back, staying really active in the tops of the feet here. Exhale, push back to down dog. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. One more time, inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. Take one more nice complete breath here. And then go ahead and bend the knees, looking at the hands. Slowly step or hop your way to the front of the mat and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up for flat back. So my tailbone is reaching away from me. My scalp is reaching in the opposite direction. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees slightly. Reach all the way up to standing. Micro back bend here. Exhale, mountain pose. So staying really lifted. Let's make sure we're not locking out our knees. Once we lock out our knees, we stop all communication from that point below. And actually, if you suffer from panic attacks or anything like that, you might notice you have a tendency to lock out joints. So when you're standing at the grocery store, make sure that the feet are about hips distance apart. You can lift the toes, spread them wide, and gently lay them back down. So you're taking the tension out of the toes. As the shins move slightly forward, that puts an automatic micro bend in my knees. I can adjust my hips. Thighs are rolling in towards one another and back. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and down, so chest is lifted, standing strong. Feeling really grounded, my weight is in my heels. And then go ahead and just comfortably take your feet to about the width of your mat, keeping that nice mountain pose, stand still, micro bend in the knees. Inhale, lift the arms out to the side again. This is me hyperextended, so I'm gonna be mindful, keep that micro bend. And exhale, I'm going to twist, cherry dropper, cherry picker. Left hand to right foot, inhale back up. And exhale, right hand to left foot. Inhale up. And scooching like this, moving with your breath. And one more time each side. Coming back to center. Now we're going to bend the elbows, putting the fingertips right on the shoulders. As we inhale, we're going to twist to the left. As we exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So you can actually speed up this movement just a little bit here. This might be a little reminiscent of some Kundalini. Build some fire. And slowly making your way back to center. Nice and still. And now stepping the feet back to hips distance. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, drop the right arm, taking the left arm over to the right. Hiking that left hip out, but still staying in one plane. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, folding over to the left. So I'm not dumping here and I'm not back here. I'm really trying to stay in one plane. Moving with my breath. Inhale up. Exhale, drop over to the right. Still have a micro bend. Feel the weight in my heels. Moving with your breath. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold to the opposite direction. Inhale, back up one more time each side. We really want everything to start and stop with our breath, so taking the full completion of our inhales and exhales. Coming back to center, take a nice deep breath in here. We're going to inhale the arms up, and as we exhale, we're going to bend the knees, letting the arms swing. Inhale, back up, and do this a few more times. Inhaling to rise, exhaling to swing and fold forward. Really dropping into the heels. Don't take the weight into the toes. Feel strong in the gluteus. And last time. Bringing the hands back to center. Taking a moment to catch your breath here. And then now stepping the feet a little bit wider than hips. You can take about the width of your mat again. Toes are slightly turned out, heels are a little bit in. I'm gonna exhale, try and squat if you can. If you need to, press your palms together for torso stability. I'm gonna try and squat as low as I can. Take my elbows to the insides of my knees. And even though I'm just kind of squatting and dropping here, we'll also have this inner lift happening still. So I'm staying really active in my feet and in my pelvis. Just breathe here for a moment. If at any point you need to sit down, that's totally fine. Everybody's different in their practice. And then exhale, try to slow and control, sit all the way down, scooching your bottom back. You can untuck the flesh of the buttocks, flexing the feet. So just as if we were to be standing in Tadasana, we want our feet and our legs that active. So my toes are spread, my feet are flexed, my thighs are rolling in and down now. If this is too much just for you to sit like this, if you have really tight hamstrings, you can always sit on a blanket, roll your mat up, anything like that. And just working to create a flat back is enough of a stretch. If you're like, I got this all day, holding the flat back, exhale, forward fold. And breathing. Every time I inhale, I imagine my spine is lengthening, and as I exhale, I'm sinking just a little bit deeper. If you can yogi lock your toes, grab your ankles or the tops of your thighs, whatever you need to. And then you can also kind of use that to help traction your torso through your shoulders. Being mindful of the breath, coming back to the breath. Have you been holding it anywhere? Has it been short, staggered? Are you allowing yourself to breathe fully? Listening to our bodies, being present. And then exhale, fully rounding the spine. Inhale, we're going to lay all the way back for Shavasana. But first before we get completely comfortable, let's take the knees up into the chest, scooch the hips to the left, and drop the knees on over to the right. Now let's make sure that both shoulders are staying planted in the mat. You can take the arms out to a T and drop your chin over to the left. If that's too much for your neck, you can always stay neutral. And then really send that hip down and away from your shoulder. You have extra side body stretch here, breathing into the rib cage. And then inhale the legs back up to center, scooching the hips to center, then taking them to the right, dropping the knees all the way to the left, and looking off to the right. I'm just kind of witnessing how these poses are making your body feel. Any words or images keep coming up, just keep taking note. You can come back to it later. Stay breathing. And then go ahead and inhale the legs back up to center, adjusting the hips so your spine is in alignment. Give your knees a nice little hug, pinky knees. And then go ahead and fully lay out for Shavasana here. So my shoulders are still tucked under my spine, and my feet are just gently laying out to the sides. Arms are just out by my side, palms up. If you want to here, just go ahead and close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in here. In through the nose, and then exhale out through the mouth, even sticking your tongue out. All the air, push, 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 push. And then try to just slowly settle into your breath, letting your body's natural rhythms take over. Here you can do another mental scan of your body. Has anything changed? Do you feel more calm and grounded within yourself? Always coming back to our breath whenever we're distracted, scared, anxious. It'll help us to feel calm and at ease. We have the power. Nobody and nothing can make you feel a certain way. Being around that person, you can feel that way, or having that experience, you can feel that way, but that experience and that person don't make you feel that way. You can breathe, change your state of mind, not give in to the ego. We're right here. All we can worry about is the next step. Not 100 steps from now, not 100 steps ago. please feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like, as long as you're needing. But if you're ready to start to come out of it, just start wiggling the toes and the fingers. Starting to deepen the breath, wiggling the ankles and the wrists. When you inhale, take the arms up overhead. Nice bed stretch here, full body. Woo! How long can you get? Oh. Bring any sort of wiggles or stretches that your body's asking for right now, even if it sounds weird. And inhale, bring your knees up into your chest. You can roll to your right side. I like to rest my head on my arm into a little fetal position. Just taking in the practice, taking in what stuck with me, what I needed to learn in this moment, what I needed to gain. And then exhale, pressing all the way up to seated. You can keep the eyes closed. Bringing the hands to heart center. Bowing our analytical mind to our sensitive heart. Our present moment. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope that this gives you a sense of calm and focus for your day, and that you can truly feel present. And anytime you feel flighty or anxious, just come back to your breath, reground, unlock the knees, smile. This is where you need to be. The love and light in me sees and honors the love and light in you. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining in. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Please subscribe to this channel for every Tuesday at 8 a.m. our short and sweet yoga videos. Also leave a comment or save this video, come back to it anytime, ask me any questions. Thank you, and I look forward to stretching with you soon.